What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about a few different horror topics in this video here today. We'll be talking about Scream 7, Predator Badlands, Friday the 13th, and Ready or Not 2. So starting off here with Scream 7, Anna Camp, who we know is starring in the upcoming 7th entry in the Scream franchise, which is coming out next February, was on the Today Show recently promoting the final season of You, which is dropping tonight on Netflix at 3 a.m. or this morning on Netflix at 3 a.m. Eastern or 12 a.m. Pacific, depending on which time zone you're in. But she gave some comments about her experience with Scream and why this feels like a full circle moment. That, of course, being her starring in the film. She's supposed to be playing Sidney Prescott's best friend, neighbor, whatever that ends up being. She said the first movie that I ever went to a movie theater on a date was Scream. So to be on set and to be acting with Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox and meet these icons and Kevin Williamson, it was an absolute dream come true. And I know that fans are going to be very happy, very scared, and they're going to probably be screaming in their seats. So I will say that I am looking forward to her performance now more than ever for reasons I cannot get into yet. But if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know what I'm getting at. I am looking very much so forward to what Anna Camp brings to the table as Sidney Prescott's best friend. Whether that be her getting a ghost face reveal or just her being a genuine friend. I was not all that familiar with her game, but after seeing what I've seen from her, I cannot wait to see her bring this character to life. I desperately, though, do need that ghost face reveal because I feel as though she would eat it up. I feel like she would be the best thing we've gotten since Laurie Metcalf in Scream 2. And, of course, what we just got in Scream 5 from Mikey Madison, who has gone on to be, you could argue, one of the more recently successful members of the Scream franchise with all the awards she's gotten from Anora and all the acclaim she's gotten, I should say, from Anora. A film I still need to check out, but Mikey Madison's brilliance is undeniable. So I cannot wait to see what Anna Camp brings to the table. What do you think about her comments? Do you think that she will end up being Ghostface? Do you think she will be a genuine friend to Sidney? Or do you think this will be Kevin Williamson bringing the Hallie angle that's always been talked about from Scream 2 to life through this new friend named Jessica? We'll see what comes of that. Now let's talk about Crystal Lake. Brad Caleb Kane shared this image on Instagram to announce that Crystal Lake is in pre-production. Now, the caption read, "Crystal Lake production offices are live. It's all happening. Machetes for everyone." We just recently found out not too long ago that Linda Cardellini is going to be playing Pamela Voorhees, and I cannot wait to see what her take on this character will look like. This has been a long process, and for many diehard fans of the series, it felt like Jason would never return. But the minute we know cameras are rolling, several fans will let out a sigh of relief. There's some other details I wanted to share about this show. Shout out to you, Liam, for sending this to me. But it looks like, I'll just say rumored, not confirmed, the working title for Crystal Lake is going to be Mama's Boy. Now, Mama's Boy, again, is not confirmed, but the details of it scream Friday the 13th, they scream Jason. The most obvious being Mama's Boy, a nod to Pamela, and it's described as a streaming show, which you know this is supposed to be going to Peacock, and it gives details on when, if this is Crystal Lake, when the series is aiming to shoot. It's aiming to shoot June through October in New Jersey. Now, the last bit there is what seals the deal for me, that this is Crystal Lake. So we'll see if Mama's Boy and Crystal Lake have some sort of connection, but I'm being told that this is, in fact, Crystal Lake. I'm going to continue to do some digging, and if it's true, we now have an idea of when they will be filming. They're going to be shooting from June sometime through October of this year out in New Jersey, which is where Crystal Lake is located. So that's why I'm like, okay, this has to be Crystal Lake. Also, it's looking for people to play characters set in 1970 sometime. Again, all the green flags that scream this is the Friday the 13th franchise and that this is the Crystal Lake prequel show's working title. So let's talk about Predator Badlands. We got our first look at Predator Badlands, and it looks epic enough from what I saw. People are having a hissy fit over the new Predator design, which I can admit that's going to take a minute to grow on me, but you know, I'm not going to really knock it too much just yet. I don't like it per se, but it's not the biggest sin this film could have. I wanted to address Elle Fanning, though. There's something much bigger in this first look we got, this first trailer. There's a moment where it looks like you can spot what appears to be Weyland-Yutani logos in her eyes. That is, of course, the company from the Alien franchise. So my theory about Alien versus Predator setup seems to be coming true. If you recall a few videos ago, I predicted that a xenomorph would appear in Predator Badlands. And maybe one still does, but we at least have confirmation on an android appearing. If that is, in fact, the Weyland-Yutani logo. What other reason would a droid be appearing if not to set the stage for another crossover? From the get-go, something about the futuristic approach screamed Alien vs. Predator setup, And of course, Weyland Yutani could play a hand in all the futuristic settings that we see unfolding on our screen. They could have a big hand in what we're seeing, and they seemingly do, since Elle Fanning seems to be playing one of the droids. That is how we get the Predator versus Xenomorph setup. Something with this droid I feel is linked to a collaboration with Xenomorphs. They might call for backup, where Xenomorphs come and an all-out battle breaks loose. It ends on a cliffhanger, and that's where you get your Alien versus Predator crossover setup. We know it's coming. We know that they are going to do it. They just have to find a way to set it up. And something kept telling me they're going to try to do it here with Predator Badlands. The futuristic setting just seems so perfect for it, and it looks like they're going to do it. Go rewatch the trailer. It looks like you can spot, again, Weyland Yutani logos in Elle Fanning's eyes. So, let's now talk about Ready or Not 2. Sarah Michelle Gellar and several others, but I need to highlight Sarah. She's going to be starring in Ready or Not 2, aka Ready or Not Here I Come, which is now filming, and we know that Samara Weaving will be returning. She's joining her, also joining the previously announced Catherine Newton. I cannot wait to see all three of these individuals on screen together. My best guess right now is that Sarah Michelle Gellar will be playing a villain. That is my prediction. If she's not a villain, that's fine. But I'm excited to see her contributions to this film. We have Samara Weaving, Catherine Newton, and Sarah Michelle Gellar all in the same film. Something about that just makes me excited. I don't know how to describe it. Those three women have been giving me some of the most exciting years of entertainment, and I look forward to seeing their chemistry on screen, because I'm certain they're bound to have chemistry, and I hope, wish, and pray that Sarah does play a villain. It's been a while since I've seen her play a villain. Now, for those of you who are going to recommend to me that I watch one of her recent shows, I have my hesitations about some of her recent projects, because she has been choosing some stinkers, I will say. But if she's a villain in Dexter, let me know that, and maybe I will check it out. I don't care if you spoil it for me, but I've been dying to see her play a villain. I don't think I've seen her play a villain in quite a while. There was that one brief moment in Buffy Season 6, but she wasn't actually a villain. If you know, you know. Now, in terms of what I actually predict is going on with Sarah Michelle Gellar's character as a villain, I think she will end up being revealed as one of the individuals who made a deal with that demonic character, Mr. LaBelle, and we'll hear how that impacted her life, how she came into whatever riches she has, and she will be a thorn in Samara's side, Grace. That's what I think is going to be the ultimate narrative for Sarah Michelle Gellar's contributions. But let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. In the description, I'll have links to all my social media accounts. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there to let me know if there are any movies, news, or reviews you'd like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.